Hey guys, just got back from a trip to British Columbia where we were using twitching jigs for chum salmon. If you have any questions about the technique or experiences, please leave a comment below. And if you can, click subscribe so you get our videos in your feed.
So twitching a jig is, in my opinion, as a smallmouth and walleye guy, a lot like rip jigging. And one of the real keys to it is letting that jig fall on that slack line. And now twitching jigs are made, to be built a specific way: rabbit hair, marabou. This one, like I'm using the VMC Twitchin Jig, has even living rubber on it to give a little more bulk and attraction. But the main thing about the jig, it's got a super stout hook. You could tell here, it's got a rabbit hair tail. It's got your marabou, your tinsel. It's very good at attracting, but it's got that moon eye head, that flat head. Good stout hook. When you come out here to BC, it is a barbless fishery, so make sure you take a pair of pliers and pinch down that barb. For your setup when you're doing this, I'm using an IMX Pro twitching rod. This rod is designed specifically for this technique. But really the key to this rod is it's got that fast tip and lots of backbone. And I've got it paired up with a 4000 twin power, spooled up with 20-pound Maxcuatro, which is Power Pro's braided line. And then I'm running a 20-pound fluorocarbon FC leader, Mainline leader, and that is my entire package. So your drag is set relatively stiff, and when you're working the jig, you're really looking to have that jig fall on that free line. So pop up, reel down, and then drop your rod and let that thing come down on a slack line. The fish are gonna hit it as that jig is falling. It's not on the up, so you'll feel that tick. So I like to pop, lower the rod, let the jig fall. And I'm using a 3/8, but having a variety from 1/4 to 3/8, all the way up to 1 ounce, depending how deep the water is a really good idea.
Now the VMC Twitching Jig has a lot of features to it, and it's available in a bunch of sizes. So it's available in a 1/8, a 1/4, a 3/8 and a 1/2 ounce size in 14 colors. But the cool thing about this jig is the fact that it has that technical locking curve hook, which is a extra long shank. It's 2x strong forged premium high carbon steel that's black nickel, and it's a needle point. The head of the bait, like I mentioned, is that moon eye style head, but it really helps balance the jig. Good for jigging, good for swimming, good for twitching, and good for popping techniques. They also come with those extra large 3D holographic eyes. The skirt itself, it has premium rabbit hair body and a strip tail, tinsel fibers, flashabou, and living silicone to accent the visual attraction of this twitching jig. And again, they're natural materials. They have that great rate of fall, head down. If you're fishing it on that slack line, it's a perfect deal. Now, depending on the water depth that you're fishing, the speed of the current will depend on what weight you're going to want to use. But in reality, the twitching jig motion, you can cast it upriver and hop it down the river. You can swing this jig and work it, cast straight across the current and twitch until it gets to the back of the pool. And then you can also, if the weight's heavy enough, keep it back there and just hop it in one spot if the fish are a little more negative and don't want to chase. And I think it's going to work for a bunch of species, not just chums and coho salmon and trout and stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to using this twitching jig for both walleye, smallmouth bass, and largemouth.
You gotta love the chum salmon. I mean, they are so strong and acrobatic. Just fun fish to fish for.